present the Muhammad Ali Lifetime Achievement Award, please welcome Tiffany Benjamin from Humana.
Thank you for the privilege of being here tonight and the honor of presenting the Humanitarian Award for Lifetime Achievement. This moment is deeply personal for me because I have the opportunity to recognize someone whose work has profoundly shaped my own understanding of philanthropy and justice. Tonight's award celebrates a visionary leader whose courage and conviction have redefined what it means to serve humanity. Darren Walker, as president of the Ford Foundation, has not only led an institution, he's led a movement. His unwavering commitment to equity and opportunity has inspired countless leaders, including myself, to think bigger and to act bolder. Under Darren's leadership, the Ford Foundation became the first nonprofit in U.S. history to issue a $1 billion historic financing initiative, an extraordinary act of innovation that stabilized nonprofits during one of the most challenging moments in modern history, the COVID-19 pandemic. Darren's influence exists far beyond financial innovation. Throughout his career, he has championed racial, ethnic, and gender equity, fought against hate crimes, and addressed food insecurity, always with a focus on dignity and justice. His efforts have touched lives across the globe, from rebuilding New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina to strengthening communities everywhere. Darren's life and work embody Muhammad Ali's spirit of fearlessness, compassion, and service. He reminds us that philanthropy is not charity, it is justice in action. And for me personally, Darren represents what is possible when leadership is rooted in courage and love for humanity. Before we invite Darren to the stage, please turn your attention to the screens for a special tribute from last year's Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, Brian Stevenson.
Tonight, I have the great honor of presenting the 2025 Humanitarian of the Year Award to the extraordinary Darren Walker. He brings people together. He breaks down barriers. He overcomes the boundaries that sometimes limit what we imagine when we think about healthy community. I've watched Darren lead the Ford Foundation for many years now, and Darren has fundamentally changed the way we think about philanthropy across the globe. He has transformed institutions, but mostly he's led with the kind of courage, the kind of conviction that I think Muhammad Ali would absolutely celebrate. Darren, we love you, and we want to celebrate you, and thank you for your leadership, thank you for your compassion, and thank you for the justice and vision that you bring to the world. The 2025 Humanitarian of the Year, Darren Walker.
It is my privilege to present the Muhammad Ali Lifetime Achievement Award to Darren Walker.
Thank you for those beautiful words. Good evening. Good evening, Louisville. I want to acknowledge the inimitable Lonnie Ali, the great, great Lonnie Ali. The Ali family, I have to say, as a New Yorker, I arrived in Louisville for the first time today. And I have to tell you, Louisville is a pretty special place. I have to say, sometimes, and I travel to a lot of places. I was in Austin yesterday, and I go to Paris tomorrow, and I have seen lots of places, but one of the things I noticed about Louisville is the sense of community here, and the sense of a shared understanding of your shared destiny as a city and as a community. Muhammad Ali understood that we had and have a shared destiny in this country. And I stand before you as someone who loved Muhammad Ali, watching him unapologetically be a black man in America who stood bravely and courageously his ground as a patriot, because Muhammad Ali was doing what great patriots are supposed to do, and that is to hold the mirror up to America and say, look at yourself. Are you who you say you are? Are you the words in that Declaration of Independence? He did America a great favor because he helped this country come to grips with a painful past. There is so much we have to be proud of in this country, and I know that I feel a great sense of pride because of my own journey from that dirt road and that little shotgun shack in rural Texas with the outhouse in the back to being with you on this special occasion. But that cannot blind me, because I love my country, to the reality of the inequality that is making it harder for my country and for all of us to be Americans with a shared sense of who we are and a shared sense of our future. Muhammad Ali understood that hope was the oxygen of democracy. And he understood what Dr. King said about philanthropy, when in 1968, Dr. King said the following: philanthropy is commendable, but it should not allow the philanthropist to overlook the economic injustice which makes philanthropy necessary. And so what Dr. King was saying, and what Muhammad Ali lived, was that philanthropy cannot just be about charity and generosity, as Rockefeller and Carnegie and Mellon said it was about. He said it has to be about justice and dignity. And that was the work of Muhammad Ali's life. That is why it is so important that you support this center, which carries on his legacy. So if you have given, give more, and if you have not given, now is the opportunity to give for the first time. So I thank you for this great honor. I don't feel worthy of it, but I accept it with the deepest, deepest gratitude.